So it's a sunny, silvery Friday afternoon. Adam has put his first coat of silver on, and I don't think that looks too bad, do you, Adam? It's not too bad. So that's Halford's spray paint, but just remember, if you're doing the primer, it has to be white. So massive improvement over what it was, and that's just out of a rattle can. Now round at the front, there was a couple of bits that needed levelled off, so Adam's put a little bit of body filler on. There's plenty of primer left over, and that'll go off. We'll probably get a wee cup of tea, you think? That's a good idea?
That'll take an hour to go off.
So we'll get that going off. And then hopefully it looks as decent as the rear end. Well, it's now Tuesday morning. Temperatures have dropped significantly. Adam's doing a last bit of rubbing down. We're just going to take the two light units out just to make sure there's no any overspray on the car. The back light's looking alright actually. It's not looking too bad. So anyway, we're going to get the lights out. Well, it's been decided it's easier just to tape off the lights. Just going to put a little bit of tape on there, and it's the same here. We've got masking tape on there and a bit of masking tape going on there. So that should keep any overspray off the light units. I have to say that, you know, this is just to make the bumper look better. It's not to make it like a factory fresh bumper. It's just to try and restore it to look reasonable. But I think the back light certainly looks good. So there's no reason to suggest this one won't look too bad. And most of it will be covered by the number plate anyway. Well, that's the first coat of the silver on. It's definitely needing a bit more there, but yeah, first coat on. It's definitely looking more intact than how it started off. But proof of the pudding will be once it's all applied and the bumpers put back on again. Well, that is the number plate back on. It's looking a hell of a lot better than it was. We did actually centre it, but Adam's obviously checking something. Well, that's the number plate put back on. Basically centred from just this edge of the 4. So it definitely looks a lot better than it does. I say we're not expecting it to be a factory finish, but I think it's definitely quite acceptable. So that'll be on there until a nice fresh example comes along, and that'll be that. So any questions, feel free to ask, but I think it was all fairly self-explanatory. But if you're going to be painting silver, make sure you use a white undercoat. That was definitely what was recommended for this car. So please feel free to like and subscribe if it's been of any help. Well, that's the car all put back together. I think it's quite an improvement over what it was. I can see there's a bit of a dimple there. That should have been filled. But, you know, if you're, what am I here? I'm probably about 4 meters away. Looks perfectly acceptable. And then go around the side. There's a couple of little bits there. He's just kind of touched them in. And then there's a nice seagull poo right there. But yeah, that's definitely... He's needing to polish this. But considering what it looked like originally, it's a massive improvement. Oops. So, that's it. Done and dusted. He's going to have it on the road on Friday. Could really do with polishing or touching in that little scratch. But with the change in the weather here, it'll soon be covered in road dirt. So that's that. So the next thing is Adam will need to get his Venga nicely cleaned up and up for sale. So there you have it. I think the next job on this will be an oil and filter change, just like I did on my my Ceed there the other day. So anyway, time for dinner and a wee cup of tea, of course.